I'm not going to waste your time in this video. I'll give you the 5 principles to self-mastery that I've discovered over my trial and error through 1 year on this path of becoming a top performer, surpassing all odds, all limits that school and the education system has placed on you. And these 5 habits will transform your life. These 5 principles, I mean. So I'll briefly discuss the 5 principles, and also in this video specifically, I'll go through the first principle, and then in the following videos, I'll cover more concepts relating the other principles and how you can combine them to just radicalize, just improve your life, like, very quickly. All right. So the 5 principles: discipline, humility, gratitude, presence, and willpower. Now, all of these principles are foundational to your growth as a man on this path to a top performer. So if you decide to skip any one of these habits, or any one of these principles and the habits that come with the principles, you are basically just robbing your future self of growth. So in this video, I'll go through discipline, and that's it, discipline in this video, right? So what is discipline? Now, most people think going to the gym is discipline, right? But the actual definition of discipline is very misconceived. So the misconception is discipline is going to the gym, but it's only discipline when you don't feel like it. Discipline, the definition of discipline is doing the hard work when you don't feel like doing the hard work. The don't feel like it bit is what makes a discipline. So now, why do you ask, why do you think discipline is so important in nowadays society? Because no one wants to do the hard work. No one wants to. Everyone is lazy. Why go get food when you can just order it on your phone, right? Why go to the gym when you can just indulge and play video games at home? That's a whole separate point in itself about how the modern world has just given you these addictions, and they are very, very meticulously designed to just addict your primal desires. But I'll go into that in the next a following video, right? But discipline for specifically, doing the hard work when you don't feel like it. Now, discipline, I heard a quote: discipline will seem like your greatest enemy, but in reality it's your greatest friend. Because if you think about it, discipline is the greatest form of self-love, because you are literally putting yourself through pain right now for your future self to achieve whatever it is that he wanted, right? So for example, if you didn't feel like going to the gym today, but you went anyway and used discipline, and you went to the gym, you hit a very hard workout, and now you tomorrow, or you in 3 years from now, who has his dream physique, is going to look back at you today and thank you for the work that you've done. That is the power of discipline. This is why I say discipline is the ultimate act of self-love, because you're literally delaying gratification. That's another thing you need to understand. Instant gratification versus delayed. Instant is when you indulge in whatever you want right now. You get the pleasure right now, the motivation, the dopamine right now. But delayed gratification is when you do the hard thing now, but then you have a reward later. It's about thinking for your future self. So now, all that to say is, what's the actionable steps? You may be asking, how do you improve your discipline? I know you came onto this channel to become a top performer, so I'll tell you right now, okay? I'll give you the actionable steps. The first and actionable step: from today, I know winter's approaching, so this is especially valuable for you. You're gonna take cold showers every day. Like I'm telling you, like wake up, and whenever you are about to shower in your normal routine, you'll have to take cold showers. No hot, no. There's no hot water, because that's comfort, and comfort strips you of progress. Think about it. And also, why this is such a disciplined act is because you most likely are not going to want to take the cold shower, because it's hard. Like, who takes cold showers in the winter, especially? Like, tell me, no one. Me, of course, and us, of course, because we're top performers, right? So take a cold shower, no matter, like, and I will tell you, there will be a lot of quotes for the, like, I remember the first time I tried to take a cold shower, my mind just generated so many, like, thoughts to, like, reasons, to, like, little reasons why I should not take the cold shower. But I'm telling you, that's the same brain that convinced you to stay mediocre this entire time. So if you want to break past this barrier, this limit that school, that your parents, that everyone have placed on you, of mediocrity, of just this level, if you want to go higher and achieve success and get on the path, it all starts here. So the cold shower, you don't want to do it, but you do it anyway. What I like to do is I turn my brain off, right? I turn my brain off, and I just step in the cold shower, and, like, you'll realize it's like a very confusing thing that happens, right? When you step in the cold shower, suddenly, like, as that cold hits you, the weak part of your brain just dies, just right there. All of the excuses die when that first drop of cold hits you, and then you're in the raw cold shower, the experience. You're in the present moment. You're not thinking any thoughts, and that's basically, this is delayed gratification. Because I'm telling you, as soon as you step out of that cold shower, you will literally, you feel like Superman. Like, that's not hyperbole. You feel great. So take a cold shower tomorrow. Then that's your first actionable step. Start. And then I've got a habit tracker here, right? Maybe for you, you can just get a notebook. You can just get a notebook. Like, you can get a piece of paper like this. Get a piece of paper and just write down, like, the habit. For example, I'll write cold shower right now, right? And just tick this box every day. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it is whatever. That's your first actionable step. That's how you start building this muscle of discipline. This is another thing that I'm going to talk about in another video. It's about looking at self-improvement, self-mastery as a game, because most likely, if you relate to me and my values, you used to play a lot of video games, and every single person that I know has replaced video games with self-mastery. It's always a leveling up system. There's always, like, ticking boxes, leveling up, progressive overload in the gym. I'll talk about that in another video as well. But this video specifically, I'm giving you gold dust about discipline, right? So, cold shower, that's discipline. That's the first principle. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I hope. Just tell me your experience after taking your cold shower, first cold shower. And then if you want a more detailed guide on discipline, I will make one. Just comment down. And also, tell me all the problems that you're struggling with, because us on self-mastery, yeah, there's a lot of problems we go through, but it's trials and tribulations. So I welcome you to join this path, and I'll see you in the next one.